What's up, JPT family? Welcome back to another thrilling episode of What's Cooking at JPT. I'm your host, Victor Gonzalez, and I'm here to bring you all the latest and greatest happenings around our school. We've got a lot to go over. Like always, our students and staff have been doing incredible things. Keep in mind that at JPT, we are a family and we never miss an opportunity to make everyone feel welcome. Up first, we're diving into the exciting Pep Rally that happened November 1st. This is brought to you by Jesus Gutierrez.
All your teachers and administrators here, let's give them a round. Come on. All your teachers here supporting your visitors. If you put your eyes to the middle over here, you're going to see our little Trojans. Let's give them a round of applause. Here comes our SGA sponsor, Miss Santana.
Student government hosted the 2024-2025 Pep Rally on November 1st and had a great turnout. They'd open up with a cute, outstanding performance by the Little Trojan. Appreciation was given to all fall sports, including the marching band for the first time. Marching band has always performed in previous Pep Rallies, but this is the first year they were highlighted. The cheerleaders gave a great performance, including some intriguing stunts and routines. Many games were played with the sports team and SGA, like musical chairs and Pop the Balloon. The crowd was very energetic and enjoyed the show. The SGA worked very hard and was quite happy with the turnout, and plans to come back even better at next year's Pep Rally.
Hi, I'm Marina here with JPTV, and I'm just here with some of our SGA members. I just want to know, what did it take to make this Pep Rally go how it went?
Honestly, it could have been better. I feel like we could have taken a lot more initiative, but at the end of the day, we did the best that we could with the materials that we had, and we tried our best to make the Pep Rally as fun as it could be.
This is not one of our best Pep Rallies, but it was still fun. I feel like a lot of people enjoyed it. There were cheers.
We did a good job for, the challenges that we had in front of us. Yeah, the adversities. Yeah. So I think we did good overall.
So I'm here with the president and vice president of Class of 25, and I just want to know, what did you guys put in to make this happen for us?
We had a group chat. A lot of people are not here today because they have vacation and stuff to do. So basically we had a group chat and we talked about what is our expectation for this Pep Rally? How do we want to act like? How do we want to give the spirit? Because the spirit you give is what you give off. So we decided we're going to come out, we're going to show out because we want our team to show out. We want them to know that we're going to show up for their senior year to their last year high school.
Yeah, so we had to be purple from head to toe, bring the energy. That's why we choreographed a little something to do beforehand so that we could do it actually when the time came. That's why we did a little cartwheel, a little split, a little something. But yeah, and we just posted on our Instagram to make sure that some seniors came out and also repped our purple as well.
Okay. Do you guys have anything to say to the Class of 2025?
We out.
Drop mic. Get no more. We'll never be this kids again.
This is Jesus Gutierrez, Derek Holland, Orina Battaglia reporting for JPTV.
on to Abigail Rodriguez, who brings you the highlights from our Quarter 1 honor roll.
Hi, I'm Miss Portalatin, the 9th grade assistant principal here at JP Taravella High School. And today we had our straight A breakfast to honor all of those students who got straight A's, as well as those who got perfect scores on the FAST testing and EOC last year.
For FAST ELA reading and biology EOC assessment, Shada Brosette. Woo!
JPT starts off the month of November with Straight A Honor Roll Breakfast, where students are honored for their hard work. Administrators, guidance counselors, and teachers are on the front line to help celebrate this amazing achievement. The cafeteria is decorated in Taravella's colors, centerpieces of blue and gray balloons at each table. Students meet up with their friends to chat, eat food prepared by the culinary team, and receive gifts and be recognized for maintaining a straight A average for the first quarter and/or receiving a high score on their FAST and EOC exams. On behalf of JPTV, congratulations to all the students on the honor roll, particularly those enrolled in the TV productions program. Fabian Bolivar, Isabella Castillo, Cameron Pompey Jackson, and Shivani Rambaran. Keep up the good work, guys. This is Abigail and Dylan reporting for JPTV.
I just said, the brightest and the best.
Kudos to all the ones who achieved honor roll this first quarter. Last but not least, we switch gears into the choir concert brought to you by Onika Buckner.
We take you inside a magical evening at Taravella High for the choir fall concert that took place on October 22nd. The evening began with the uplifting opening song, which set the tone up for the great performances that were going to come along. The choir teachers from all 3 schools would introduce their songs with enthusiasm and pride. The mix of songs included a wide variety of themes within their songs, from a young singer's dream of sharing her song to the world to an eerie twist, Skeletons, a disturbing but amazing performance. Each performance and each song was a testament to all the students' hard work and dedication. Each school had its moment to shine. A standout performance was Oh Sweet Death, which not only featured singing, but theatrical acting. The grand finale saw all of the choirs unite in harmony and perform together, which would capture the attention of the entire audience. The concert at Taravella was a very inspiring display of talent and teamwork. Hats off to those who performed for an evening that was truly memorable. This is Onika Buckner, signing off.
Thanks to all those who prepared our packages. Now, on to our announcements. Monday, our students competed at the District 7 Thespian Districts. I'm proud to say we were again selected as one of the 2 plays to represent the district as safe. In addition, our 2 actors, Valerie Marin and Marco Medina, won Best Leading Actor in a Play for the whole festival. Olivia Rigg won All-Star Crew. We interviewed them before the show, and this is what they had to say.
I'm actually very excited. It's my first year competing, and also my last since I'm a senior, so.
I'm feeling very excited. This is our 2nd year in a row taking our play to state, so it's an amazing opportunity to just be in that stage in Morsani Hall and perform for judges. It's just an amazing feeling.
I was very confident about our performance, although every school brought something really amazing, and it was never certain if we were gonna go or not. So I'm really happy that we got chosen, and I'm very excited to go to state, yeah.
What has been taking place up until now for you to get to this point?
A lot of rehearsal, obviously. We need to have that rehearsal to get it perfect. Obviously, a lot of emotional work because this is a very heavy piece.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, but it's a really nice piece, and I think even though it's heavy, I think it touches my heart, so I like performing it.
As assistant stage manager, we've just had rehearsals. I've been working with the crew to figure out how things are moving on the set, how things are moving off the set, and we've perfected that, and yeah.
A ton of rehearsals. Basically, every day last week, we were staying till 6, and then I would go home, and I would look over the notes I got, and then I would review, and I would look over my lines, basically. Just a whole bunch of staying late.
how are you going to prepare to represent us and Broward at state?
Basically, after every dress rehearsal or performance, we'll get like notes. So I'm gonna look over every single thing that I could do better, and I'm gonna look over every acting moment that I could perfect, and then that's what we're gonna be doing. And then we're also gonna be rehearsing more before state. So basically, just more practice makes perfect.
We do have more rehearsals in February and at the beginning of March to, you know, kind of get ourselves back in that groove after not rehearsing it for a long time. So that will definitely help, yeah.
When you are there to represent JPT and Broward at state, what is the game plan?
The game plan is to just be on our A games, you know, really lock in, you know, focus, do what we have to do to get that superior at state.
The game plan is gonna be do the exact same show. Really, just do everything we did at districts, but do it better, do it more perfect, get better acting moments, be louder, be stronger. Yep.
Up next, you are invited to the 4th Annual Family Fun Day. Together We Thrive on Sunday, November 10, 2024 from 1 to 4 p.m. at Delaware Park, Fort Lauderdale. Bring your family, friends, and neighbors to enjoy dancing, music, food, games, and more. This event is free for all Broward County Public School students, families, staff, and community members. Registration is required. Please type in the link that you see at the bottom to register today. Don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to connect, celebrate, and have some fun. That'll wrap up today's episode. Thank you for tuning in, and as always, see you in the next episode.